Hello, my retards. It's me, Omni-eros' clone. And how do you guys feel about a little metaphysical / psychological rant? Obviously, I feel great about it, which is why I'm making this video. So, here we go. So, I was linked a video. It's a Facebook video by a user named Terrence on my Teal Swan Clears Her Mate of Negativity video. And the lady in this video, to me, seems as though she has some severe emotional, perhaps chemical issues. By chemical, I mean brain chemical, whatever. You know what I mean. I don't mean drugs. I don't think she's on drugs. But anyway, she's got a teal swan symbol tattooed on her chest, visible for everyone to see, which means she walks around with this teal swan symbol and everybody can see it. Like, it's just right out there. It's not hidden, it's not covered up. And it got me thinking, because Terrence said that it's kind of like branding. He didn't say it's kind of like branding, he said she's branded with teal swan's symbol. And I agree. I mean, teal swan has marked her property in a very stochastic way. I don't know if I used that word correctly, but I hope I did, because I feel like it sounds very smart. But she's brainwashed this lady so thoroughly that she has voluntarily tattooed this symbol on her chest at such a high point that it's impossible to hide it without a turtleneck. So everyone who walks around says, wow, this lady's been completely brainwashed by Teal Swan. She's owned by Teal Swan for all intents and purposes. I mean, if you're gonna tattoo this con artist symbol on yourself, then she owns your fucking soul. There's no two ways about it. And so this lady is just proud of it, I guess. But she doesn't realize she's brainwashed, of course, you know. Most of the, that was gonna say something that was very mean, but I'm not gonna say that, because Omni-eros' clone is nicer than the other Omni-eros. But it got me thinking, symbols, what do they mean? And I'm feeling very elevated tonight, so I'm just going to tell you, because I am a gay shaman, what symbols have power for. A lot of conspiracy theorists suggest that symbols literally have a magical power over you. That if you see the symbol, it can do something to you, depending on your mindset or whatever. And that's kind of true, but it's... when people use the word magical, I wish they could understand that magic is something that occurs in psychology exclusively. Let me explain. There is something that happens in the mind that allows people like Teal Swan's slave to be brainwashed, because people need somebody or something to be devoted to, whether it's a company, whether it's an abstract idea like anarchy with that anarchy symbol, whatever. People have different meanings for each symbol. Like, when I see the Sig rune, the lightning bolt, I think of the Norse god Baldur, but it was also used by the SS in World War II, so some people have a totally different meaning for a symbol. But we live in a society where symbols are pretty universal, because it's a corporate society. It's filled with companies that are selling us things. So when you see the Nike symbol, it always represents mostly the same thing. I'm sure everyone has different ideas of what it represents, but it's a company. And so the symbol can become solidified. Oh my God. I realized at 4 minutes and 20 seconds into this video, I realized I'm losing the thread here. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop on that train of thought before you all get bored. But my point here is that when you express a symbol, maybe it's that concept that owns you. Maybe when you wear a t-shirt with a logo on it, that idea in some way has taken up residence in your mind and it owns property there. So you think you're representing an idea, but really, when we look at symbols, or I guess graven idols, as some people might call them, then these things do have real psychological power over people. They do have magic over people. And when conspiracy theorists imply anything is supernatural, it's really just a metaphor for some truth that they can't quite put into words. And now, I feel supremely embarrassed that I have made this ridiculous rant, and that I am self-important enough to think any of you give a shit about this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit stop recording, okay? And I love you, and I hope that whatever point I was trying to make got through, because I'm not even sure that I know what point I was trying to make. And when I said I love you, I was lying to like half of you. Bye.